Whereas obviously, when the Ultimate Fighter starts, everybody believes they've got what it takes to win. But what was the moment where you realized that you really could do this?
I think it was a long time ago when I watched seasons, and I'm good friends with Court McGee, and when he went through the house and I saw what he was able to, to accomplish, I just took his advice and did what he did and has the same results so far. Was there a turning point during the season, as you were in the house, that you realized, okay, this is real, I can take it all the way? Once I finished that quarterfinal fight, in under a minute, I felt like I made a statement there, and I felt I was going to win the show. A lot's been made of you as kind of like this happy-go-lucky guy. Now Tony painted as the villain. Do you feel like any of that's real, or is that more editing that we see that, or is this is there any emotion in this? I try to keep as much emotion out of the fight as I can, because I don't want to go in there with emotions high and get tired. But I mean, Tony did what he did. You can't edit that, and I'm just who I am, and that's just how I act. And I mean, they have to edit out of something. It's not they're not like magic wizards in the back, creating up nothing.
No doubt. You got a big smile now, man.
Yeah.
Has it been easy to keep this attitude? I mean, obviously the pressure's got to be mounting a little bit here as the fight comes. Has it been easy to just stay relaxed and happy?
Oh yeah, it's. I was a mental case when I was in high school wrestling, a little bit in college, but I've learned how to deal with the stress. Having a positive, happy attitude's really helped me deal with stress, and I feel that's one of my edge. I'll go in there relaxed, calm, and I don't wear myself out getting amped. It works for some guys, but not for me. So my one loss, I wasn't in the mental right state, so I really learned a lot from my one loss. And I haven't lost since.
You said you've always felt like you'd succeed, but now that you are, how cool is it to be on the cusp of a pro contract here?
It's a dream come true. It's a little surreal that, a couple months ago, I would never imagine me standing in front of a UFC board with 12 cameras in my face. So it's here, it's surreal, but, I'm going to go out there and take it like every other fight or every other competition I've done in my life.
Did Court McGee give you any advice before going into the house?
Yeah, he told me just to be myself and stay relaxed and just kind of try to stay out of the drama and, stay focused and, not really what he said, just more, as an example, helped a lot because, he had a family, he has kids and, a wife that he left at home and, when I was feeling homesick, I have my life that I miss, but I don't have kids, so, it's a little, easier I felt like for me and that kind of helped keep things in perspective in the house.
How did you feel with how you were portrayed on the show?
Pretty accurately. That's if you ask any of my guys on my team, my coaches, and they'll say that's Ramsey. And my family, everyone's like, "How's your family? How do they feel about this?" And they shake their head. And my mom, I've been embarrassing her since I was born. So it's just another opportunity for me to embarrass my mom.
You brought up your mom a couple times on the show and before the show, and you were worried about how she would respond. What was her response after some things on the show?
That's what she expected. So she was just kind of, okay, well, at least, you're yourself. And it's funny, like a lot of people, my mom's, she's a fun person. And, Christmas Eve, we turned on music and we started having a dance party at Christmas and, clothes got off in the family living room. It's just how me and my family are, and we're just, we have fun and we're kind of wild, and so that's just me,
So Stripper Ramsey wasn't born on the show. No. Stripper Ramsey existed long before.
Yeah, I guess I've done some stripping in the past, never professionally, mostly amateur.
On the last episode, it sounded like you said something like, "This fight isn't going to be personal, but you don't like the guy." Can you expand on that at all? Is that still true?
Yeah. I mean, he made an idiot of himself. He went out there and, he said some very inappropriate things about someone's family, which, is always a line that you shouldn't cross. And I sensed that, in the beginning, and I never really I was always kind of, weary about him, and, his true colors eventually came out, but, I'm not going to go in there and say, I hate Tony, and I'm going to kill him, and F him, and this and that. I'm going to go in there and, Tony's an opponent, he's in my way of my dream, and that's it. It doesn't matter who was across from me. I was fight the same way, and same kind of attitude.
What did you take away from training with Junior Dos Santos?
Just his attitude a lot. It's a lot like mine, and just seeing someone that is so positive, such a nice guy. He's fighting for the title, and he works hard, plays hard, and has the same attitude towards fighting in life. I feel like I do. So, and I learned a lot from him. Stand-up wise, and I just keep on improving now with my coaches, Hackelman and Jason, and they're helping me every day just get better.